Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today is episode 1 of my Transformation Tuesday series. And I am so excited to actually present to you my first space. So what I'll be doing is that on Tuesday, I will be posting a video of how I am transforming my home little by little. And today's space is going to be my glam studio slash office slash prayer room slash my pink fantasy. I'm pushing it too far, but it is all the things that I want it to be. And I'm so excited to introduce it to you. I make a lot of my videos in there now, and it's been a little bit of a process to get it up and running. I will take you through the story, but I'm very excited to bring this to you. And hopefully it's an inspiration. I got a lot of things from Amazon. It's an addiction and it's a blessing and a curse all at the same time. But I will link everything in the description below. I hope that this helps you, and let's go look at my space. All right, guys. So let's give you a little bit of a story. This is my old space. This was my glam studio. My husband built it for me when we first bought the house. This is actually a garage, which he turned into my studio. And now he gave me an eviction notice because he wants to use the space for something else. This is my older son's old room. This is not how we really had it set up, but for the life of me, I could not find a video of his most recent setup. Like, this is pretty old, but I want to give you a gist of what the space looked like prior to me revamping it and making it to my own space. Now, I will say that I did ask my son permission before I transformed this space. I feel like I did not want him to feel like he was being put out of a home. This will always be his home. Phase 1 was me emptying out my glam studio, which was bittersweet, but I had to go because Mr. Medina kicked me out. It's for a good cause, I promise, but you'll find out in another video. So I cleaned out everything. I had to bring it all upstairs, which was a lot of work, especially after I spent at least 6 years building this to what I wanted it to be. Now back into my new space, we had put in a Murphy bed. That gave us a lot of trouble. Oh my God. So we've been trying to get this beast into this back wall, and it's been a nightmare, to say the least. I have a few injuries. So this bed looks like some kind of a closet or storage, but it folds down into a queen size bed. Getting it into the wall was quite the challenge, but I convinced my husband to drill it from inside, and he did, and it actually worked. I couldn't believe he went for it. Please note that this is more like a 3 to 4 person job. There is no way 2 people could have done this together. My daughter helped, but I even think that a 4th person would have been even more helpful. So we noticed that it wasn't staying down. You actually have to put the mattress down for it to stay down. Once we did, it worked out beautifully. This is the space before we did the floors. Notice that the floors are more like an orangey color. My husband had painted the room with a fresh coat of paint, so it looked nice and fresh. And he also plastered. The poor guy was working hard. But these are views of my room as we started to progress. I was bringing things up little by little. I felt bad because we actually moved things in to then move things out once we had to get the floors done, to then move things right back in again. Y'all already know Avery loves to be in the shot, so there he is saying hi. Now I want you to take note. Look how different the space looks with the lighter floors. I absolutely loved this color. It really brightened up the space. It just gave it more life. And we did a natural stain. So basically we removed all of the stain that it previously had, and then it was just a natural finish, which was like, I guess, a clear gloss. It wasn't a stain. So yep, here we are putting everything back. I had to clean everything once again, bring everything back up. You would think that I would be in better shape from going up and down those stairs, but no, not at all. So once I started to be in this space, I started to figure out what it is that I wanted, how I wanted to set it up. And now I even had more storage, because in my previous space, I did not have storage. So now I could put in bins. I can actually take some of my products, put them away if I don't use them, and then just organize little by little. Now allow me to have a heart-to-heart moment here. For a little bit after I started setting up, I felt like I wasn't completely happy in this space. And I don't know if it's because my heart tugs at the fact that my son was not living here and I was in his space, but I think I got over it once I completed everything. So to make this part of my office, you just saw some clips of me unboxing my new laptop. I got myself a new desk. This desk has been a game changer for me. I never really had a space of my own, but now that I have one, I do feel more productive and focused when I'm sitting at my desk. You might ask, why would I put a desk in front of a Murphy bed if that can also be doubled as a guest room? Well, guess what? This desk is collapsible, guys. Should someone come over, all I have to do is take the top, fold it down, fold in the legs. I didn't even need screws to set this desk up. So I am absolutely loving everything about this desk. It comes in various sizes. I feel like I got the medium size. I did not want it too big, but I think that this size was absolutely perfect for what I wanted it for. It fit right in that little nook in front of my frame. And I love sitting there, being able to do videos, talk, and have the natural light just hitting me from the window. Now, I have a few tips here. Before you order anything, guys, measure. I noticed that once I had ordered everything and everything came in, the mat was too small for the desk. Had I thought about measuring out the desk or taking into account the measurements of the desk, I would have realized that mat was a little bit too small. So I needed to order a bigger one. I sent that one back, and you will see later on that I did get one that was a lot bigger. The monitor stand that I also ordered at that point in time, I was not really feeling, because once I put the monitor on, which I did not realize how massive the monitor was going to look, it just looked way too cluttered. So my solution was sending back the monitor stand and ordering a stand that you could actually put in the back of the desk. And all of that I can simply unscrew if I want to collapse the desk. Nothing here is permanent. So as you can see, I am unboxing the monitor. I really did not realize how big this monitor was going to look. The monitor, I believe, was 27 inches. And I hear 27 inches and I'm thinking, oh, that's not that big. Well, when you have this medium-sized desk with a massive monitor, it does make a difference. So that monitor holder that you put in the back of the desk was a huge game changer. I totally recommend it. And the only reason I knew about it is because my son also has one. So I kind of stole the idea from him. Good tip though. But as you can see, I was setting up everything here. I was not too crazy about it, but it's okay. It was an easy fix. And with Amazon, you can just send things right back. So I did not have to commit to that. Guys, this was an entire process. As I kept on inching closer and setting everything up, there was a massive mess. I had things that were still in the attic that I had to bring down. There goes Avery again. But I had to bring down everything, and finally I decided to start organizing my drawers, start getting everything in place, because I could no longer live with this mess. I tell you guys that once you really organize and clean your space, you really start to feel accomplished. This is when I really started to feel that things were coming together, and it made it more desirable to be in that space. I had to get myself another chair because the one that I had was not cutting it for my back. I would notice that after 30 minutes being in that chair, it was killing my lower back. Now, this chair was great because it's an ergonomic chair. It comes with like a little cushion for my back and gave me all the support that I needed. The other chair is great for lashing because I guess I'm leaning forward, but leaning back, it was just not doing it for me. This even has a footrest, which is good because I also have lymphedema in my left foot and I can't be hanging my feet all the time. So I had ordered a different set of curtains and sent it back because they were literally beige, did nothing for me. But let me tell you guys that once I found this rug, I knew the curtain that I wanted immediately. And I am so glad that I ordered what I ordered and I put it together, because everything was absolute perfection once I put everything up. There is nothing like a good carpet and good curtains that really tie in a space. I tell you that once this was done, I felt like it was a whole different space. Can I even tell you that I felt like there was this pink hue in my room once it was done? Like, I would just stand back and I'm just like, is it me or is it glowing pink? Then again, I do have an obsession, so there's that. Guys, this was another great find. This is an under desk drawer organizer, and I am living for it. All you have to do is take the adhesive and put it under the desk. Now, I do say and warn that when you are going to stick it, make sure you have it in the exact spot you want it, because once it's stuck on, you cannot move it. I tried just to like straighten it out a tad bit more, and I was like, not going to mess with it, leaving it like that. Then, I had to be a little extra and get myself some aesthetic looking pens and aesthetic looking highlighters. I absolutely loved it though. My mom had gotten me the rotating pencil holder, which was super cute. I got it in like a cream color. And there's Avery again, who loves my space because he loves sitting on that rug with me now. So allow me to be extra and do this reveal sound with you. So this is the space. It's still a work in progress, but for the most part, it really is everything I want it to be. But isn't this like, this is like my dream come true, to be quite honest. Okay, so I want to detail a little bit the things that I have, and let's go through it. So I bought this basket at Marshall's last week, and I love it because, for one, it's pink, and you know how I am about pink, clearly, if you have not noticed yet. I love pink, but it stores everything. I loved that you can't see through it, and basically it's just extra storage, and who doesn't need extra storage? These are my Alex drawers from IKEA. In my previous home, I used to have this with the tabletop, but since I moved into the house and then I had my studio downstairs, I could not fit it anymore when I changed up my setup. So I had gotten this piece from IKEA with the mirror. And this is where I usually seat my clients so that I can do their makeup and they can see themselves. I also love my lights, which I got to replace those 2 bulbs there. Never mind that. This is going back. I am not feeling this. I'm actually thinking of doing a January favorites video. This one did not make the cut. I think I am taking it back because it is not that bright, but we'll discuss that in a different video. And like I said, I do, for the moment, I do lashes. I take lash clients, but I don't know. I'm leaning towards probably giving that service up. I have this TV here. So this is a multifunctional space. And like I said, I also do my prayers here. I am living for this rug. It is super soft. I love the design. I love how it seamlessly blends in with this. Like, it just complements like each other. The curtains, the rug, everything. It's just everything I wanted. Yeah, and that's my prayer board. Usually I have it here on the floor because now my routine is in the morning. I drop off my son. I make my cup of coffee. I sit down on the rug with my prayer board right there on the floor. I will put on my worship music. I usually stream it here on the TV from my iPad. And it's just such a beautiful and glorious morning. I can't explain it, but it's absolutely amazing. And my grandmother gave me these years ago, and it says Puerto Rico. I don't know if you can see it. And she thinks of me, and I just love that she gave it to me, and I have it here as part of my decor. This is my Culture Champion Award I got at my last job. And this is a picture that my daughter gave me last Christmas, my baby girl who decided to get married and leave me this past September. And this is like my little folder area. And my son just got me this Funko Pop for Christmas, and it is hilarious. It's Ross Geller, the one where he's trying to pull up his leather pants and form some kind of a paste. Guys, should I keep this tree or should I put it away? You let me know in the comments, be honest. And I love this trash can I also got on Amazon. Hold on, watch this. Look at that. Look at it, just opens and closes automatically. But I will link everything in the description below. But this is basically my space, guys. Look at that. Yeah, okay. And this is just my beautiful, there is never going to not be coffee on this table. I love to come in here. I love to pray in here. I love to do my makeup in here, my hair. I love creating these videos for you guys. So welcome to my space. Mi casa es tu casa. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please tune in for Transformation Tuesdays. I will be taking you through other spaces in my home. If that's something that interests you, then please like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you love the most about this space, if you loved anything at all. And this space doesn't have to be all pink for you. It could be whatever color you want it to be. This is just exactly everything I wanted it to be for myself, because my husband won't let me be in this house. Like, I can't put pink comforters in my bedroom. I can't put pink curtains in the living room. He almost had it. He was almost opposed at the fact that I had pink curtains in this room. It's my room. Anyway, he's been great though. Shout out to my babe. He actually like helped make this dream come true. And I don't think I give him enough credit. So he's probably not watching this, but we'll low key give him like the baby did good. I love you. All right, guys. Bye. I will take you to the front so that they can do their, so they can do their makeup. They wouldn't be paying me otherwise. It's on my lip. Peh. Y este pelo. This is not making the cut. What is that? Okay. Studio. Oh my God. Pero ¿y qué?